Hello and welcome to Laguna Eye Capital's Simple Taxes, the basic introduction into taxes. Taxes and why do we have them? You wouldn't be paying taxes if you never made money, and the resources that come from everyday life is paying for taxes or paid by your taxes. Whether it's a stimulus check, whether it's the road that you're driving on to work, the park that you take your child to, whatever it is, the infrastructure, is all from taxes. And taxes is what makes America America and keeps us going every day. 53.6% of household income within the US is under $72,000. The median is increasing, but only at $68,703. Why is this number, $72,000, so important? First off, is because more than half of America makes under that amount of capital, and that is the threshold on where you can fill out a 1040 form. There are many different companies, from your neighborhood office to a corporation to online services, that will self-file, or you could help and do these services to file your own taxes. There's huge companies that file for yourself, like H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, TurboTax, and TaxAct, and there are many more with just a simple Google search. We recommend TurboTax. On the IRS website, Form 1040 for your tax return, if you want to file it personally and you make $72,000 or less on income. Our recommendations, like we stated, TurboTax. It's the easiest for state and federal taxes. What they cover is renters, simple filers, homeowners, investors, self-employed, and small business owners. They offer a satisfaction guaranteed. Sometimes they even offer $0 to file all of your taxes. Now, you can't go with a better deal than free. So, taxes. In 2020, all the data provided by nerdwallet.com, federal income tax bracket for a single filer. These are your tax rates that you have to understand. This is what they say, tax the rich, they're getting taxed at a higher rate. The poor or lower income classes, they're not really getting taxed as much. And as you can see, there's huge gaps between all of this. And you need to understand how much tax is owed. There's flat fees plus a percentage on the amounts that you can bring in. So what I want you also to think about while you're doing all of this is really you need to understand that getting bonuses, getting whatever else, maybe doing extra work on the side, from a tax perspective may not be that beneficial, but also understand that you can deduct a lot and start having your taxable income brackets reduced because you now own a business and you can write off a lot of the expenses. So, our thoughts about making extra money. Think long and hard, or hard and long, about all of this. For example, using the data that we provided here, I want you to take in this amount. You make $40,000 a year. Congratulations. You now owe the flat fee plus the percentage on top. You owe close to $5,800. Your boss comes in and says, or you work really hard for a bonus of $1,000 that you hear about. Well, you get that bonus. Now you would owe 13,600 and pennies and dollars on top of that. $13,000 compared to your whopping $5,800 that you would have owed. That's a huge, sizable difference just for $1,000 of extra capital. Is it worth it to you? You go into a new tax bracket at this rate. So, keep in mind, like we talked about earlier, deductions are available, and this is just an idea, this is just an idea. What we recommend is to talk to the tax professionals on concrete advice and assistance in order for you to move forward. That's what's most important. You really need to talk to your tax professional. We are not tax professionals. TurboTax offers in-person assistance So we recommend taking up on the benefits that come with that. Sure, it might be $80 or $100 or $200 or even more, depending on your situation, but they can point out a whole lot more savings that instead of doing it yourself, all of a sudden having a tax professional work alongside of you, it might cost you $100 but save you $300 in the long run with a profit of $200 for your taxes. So yes, taxes, quite an interesting concept. We recommend sticking with TurboTax as that's going to help you go through a lot. And this is just the simple breakdown of what taxes are. Keep those tax savings aside for the personal income or those side gigs that you're doing off to the side. Understand when you sell stocks and investments, those are also taxable. So I really want you guys to think long and hard about that stuff. Thank you.